Sorry for those who were joined into our first attempt at this stream. It looked like we had some internet connectivity issues. But we're here in the bottom half of the third. Bradley Roberto led off the inning with a double. Nick Pinzetta then walked, so he's at first, and we got runners on the corners, nobody out. Tyler Reese up to bat with a 1-1 count. As Marcus Johnson is going to throw over to check on him. Yeah, having to use Wi-Fi instead of a hardwired Ethernet connection is making this more and more difficult every single day. The 1-1 just swung on and missed. The throw to second base is not in time, so Pinzetta will have himself a stolen base, and that puts runners at second and third with nobody out. So 2-2 on Tyler Reese. I almost said Matt Reitz for some reason. That pitch is slider that bounces and the count's full. That pitch swung on, hit high to the right side of the field, chasing Musser to the right field line. Both runners are going to tag. He's going to make the catch for out number one and throw over the catcher. One run's going to score. That ball is going to bounce all the way to the dugout, and Pinzetta is going to score. And that'll make it 4-3. So Tyler Reese will get one RBI on the sac fly. And on the errant throw from Musser allows Pinzetta to score. And still only one out. And it looks like that'll end the day for lefty Marcus Johnson. Cole Bombala is going to go to his bullpen, and he'll bring in another lefty in Mike Williams. And we will return after a moment. So with one out after the sacrifice fly and the error, that'll bring up Carson McCurdy, nobody on base. Road Warrior Black Sox still trailing the Killer Bees 4-3. Lefty Mike Williams taking over for Marcus Johnson. As McCurdy squares around and takes strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded to the right side. It's going to be a foul ball. And it's 0-2. Wind really picking up right behind me. The 0-2 pitch. Misses well out of the zone for a ball. 2-1. 1-2. Williams fires in that 1-2, and it's a slider that misses the outer half. 2-2. That 2-2 pitch taken on the outer half called for strike 3, and McCurdy doesn't like it. But there's out number 2. So 2 outs. That'll bring up first baseman Scout Knotts. Knotts tripled and later came around to score his first time up. Takes that pitch for a ball. One 0. Good off speed taken for a called strike, and it's 1-1. That 1-1 pitch swung on, hit hard in the left center field gap, and it's going to get down. Lewis laid out for it, trying to make a terrific catch, but unable to come up with it. And that'll be a 2-out double for Scout Knotts. Good effort from Lewis in left, laying out of the gap. But that'll put a runner at second, 2 outs. And bring up the extra hitter, Jorge Carrero. Carrero walked his first time up. First pitch to him. Misses high for a ball. The 1-0. Swung on, fouled straight back. 1-1. Couple checks from Williams to Knotts. That pitch bounces, and good job of Reyes to keep it in front. 2-1. Williams a couple more checks on Knotts. That 2-1 pitch catches the outer half, and it's 2-2. Carrero swings and hits that 2-2 pitch in the left center gap. Almonte will give it chase, but it'll land in front of him. And that's going to tie this game on the RBI single from Carrero. And it's a brand new ball game. So 2 outs, Carrero now at first base after the RBI. That'll bring up third baseman Josh Burns. Burns struck out looking his first time at the plate. So he takes that pitch inside for a called strike. The 0-1 swung on and missed. A good curveball from Williams. And it's 0-2. That 0-2 grounded up the middle. Ortega's going to pick it up, flip to Bogue at second base to get the force out, and there's out number 3. So the Road Warrior Black Sox able to tie this game with 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. 1 error on the throw from Musser in right field. We'll move into the top half of the 4th. We're all tied up at 4. We're all set for the top half of the 4th inning. We're all tied at 4 runs apiece. Left-handed pitcher DeAnthony Beckman will be taking over for Luis Cruz. And he will face the shortstop Ortega, first baseman Harrington, and right fielder Musser to start off. Hoping for a quick inning to get his offense back in the dugout. First pitch to Ortega, misses outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, misses low and inside this time. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Taken right down the middle for a called strike. 2-1. That pitch a check swing, and the umpire is going to say he didn't go around. So it's 3-1. That throw-in pitch swung on, broke his bat, a looping into right center field, and that's going to get over the outstretched glove of LeGarry Stewart, and that'll be a leadoff single. So unfortunate luck as he broke his barrel, but just over the outstretched glove of Stewart. And that'll bring up Christian Harrington with a runner on first. That pitch is taken on the outer half for a called strike. 0-1. Wind really picking up. Beckman a check of the runner at first. Quick throw over. He's back in time. That 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Harrington 0 for 2. He struck out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances today. Good lead for Ortega. Another check and throw over. He's back in time. Bluffs Ortega at first base, bluffed a steal, went back, and that pitch is fouled away. So still 0-2. Boy, that was a mouthful. Runner goes. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. The strikeout, the throw to second base is not in time. Oh, wait. They're saying he was off the bag, but unfortunately the umpire 120 feet away. But he'll make the call. And he's called out at second base after he stranded too far from the bag, and there's 2 outs. So strike him out, somewhat throw him out. And there's 2 outs, nobody on. That'll bring up right fielder Will Musser. Will Musser doubled and walked in his first 2 appearances so far as he takes a called strike. The 0-1. Slider taken on the outer half, called for strike 2. Good pitch. 0-2. I got some bugs coming to hang out with me. That 0-2 pitch taken on the outer half. 1-2. Beckman kicks and delivers the 1-2. Another slider swung on and missed, and there's out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the 4th. Game is still tied at 4 apiece.
God bless you.
top half of the fifth. Game still tied at 4. D'Anthony Beckman taking the mound for his second inning of work out of the pen. And he'll face designated hitter Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson has 2 plate appearances. He's walked twice. Hoping to get this inning started. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed, strike 1. It's a healthy hack from Luke Jackson. The 0-1. Taken low in the zone for a ball. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Taken on the outer half, called for strike 2. Nice pitch from Beckman. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit hard to second base. The Gary Stewart will backhand it. Throw on to first, and there's out number 1. So with 1 out, that'll bring up the catcher, Brian Reyes. Reyes 0 for 2. First pitch to him. Slider just misses the top of the zone. Ruled a ball. This wind is really starting to bug me. The 1-0. Misses outside again. 2-0. Pitch misses outside again. And he's now behind 3-0. Justin Guyton waiting on deck. A little bit of action in the Killer Beast bullpen. So it looks like Mark Dozier warming up. The 3-0. Taken for a called strike. Three and 1. A 3-1 pitch swung on, hit high to the left side in foul territory. Martinez tracking it behind home plate. Looks like he sees it, and he falls to a knee and unable to make the catch. So that'll be a foul ball. Just outstretched glove. Hit the tip of his glove, unfortunately unable to hold on. So 3 and 2. I'm having a hard time speaking English today. Goodness gracious. Reyes calls time at the plate. Payoff pitch from Beckman. Be taken on the outer half, called strike 3, so he gets the strikeout for out number 2. Nice backdoor slider catching the outer half last minute. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Guyton. Guyton has flown out and singled in his 2 plate appearances so far, and he takes that pitch for strike 1. Beckman delivers the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Good pitch from Beckman. Guyton now quickly in a hole, 0-2. Good job holding up on that late breaking 2-seam, and it's ruled a ball outside. 1-2. 1-2 pitch to Guyton. Taken low for ball 2. Thought he could get him to chase a second time, but Guyton wisely lays off. The 2-2. Slider swung on and line foul down the left field side. So the count will remain 2-2. Good swing, just a little out in front. Saw that pitch right out of the hand. The 2-2 again. Taken low, and the count's full, 3-2. So back-to-back 3-2 counts. Payoff pitch swung on and missed. And there's out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Another good inning for D'Anthony Beckman. We'll move into the bottom of the 5th. We're still tied at 4. Here we go. Bottom half of the 5th, still tied at 4. Mike Williams out for another inning of work out of the pen. And he'll face the leadoff hitter, Bradley Roberto. Roberto doubled and came around to score his last time up. As he squares around and takes that first pitch low for ball 1. The 1-0. He takes for a called strike on the inner half, and it's 1-1. Williams delivers a big curveball for the 1-1 pitch, just misses the top of the zone. It's 2-1. Really been relying on that curveball quite a bit, and he's thrown it really well. Throws another one there, and it misses outside. 3-1. Taken on the outer half, ball 4. So a leadoff walk puts Berto at first base, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Nick Penzetta. Instead, has been hit by a pitch and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Came around to score on a throwing error from right fielder Will Musser. He squares to bunt. He lays down a nice one. Williams will have to pick it up just out by the first baseline, and he'll make the play. And there's out number 1. So that'll work as a sacrifice, moving Berto over to second base. So 1 out. That'll bring up shortstop Tyler Reese. Tyler Reese had a sac fly his last time up. Quick spin and a throw back to second base. He'll be back in time. Decent move from Williams. Another spin move and a throw to second base. So he's already used his 2 engagements before throwing a pitch to Tyler Reese. That pitch taken just outside for a ball. It's 1-0. One pitch taken outside again is 2-0. Runner goes. That pitch is curveball taken on the outer half for a strike. But that'll be a stolen base for Roberto. It puts him at third base with 1 out. So 2-1 on Reese. Roberto at third. A 2-1 pitch grounded foul off his leg at home plate. That didn't feel good. God. Yeah, definitely not feeling good right now. And the count's 2-2. Reese not looking too comfortable right now. Reyes will walk out to the mound to give Reese a little bit more time. See if he'll be able to walk it off. Not moving very much. Boy, that really got him a little shook up. Just caught him in a real sensitive spot. It's 2-2. So 2-2 on Reese. Berto at third base after the stolen base. And it looks like umpire has something to tell Cole Bayless. And it looks like this has gone on long enough. We're ready to go, I think. Yep. Looks like we're good. Tyler Reese gives the nod, lets everyone know he's okay. And here we go. So 1 out. Tyler Reese looking to extend his at-bat. The 2-2 from Williams. Going to be taken on the outer half. Called strike 3. And there's out number 2. So now with 2 outs, Roberto still at third. That'll bring up Carson McCurdy, who struck out twice. Hoping to really get when he can crush this at bat. First pitch to him. Swung on, hit hard on the line, and just past the outstretched glove of Ortega. That's going to be an RBI single on the first pitch from Carson McCurdy. And now the Road Warrior Black Sox have taken the lead. It's 5-4. Good piece of hitting from McCurdy. It looks like we'll have a pinch runner for Carson McCurdy as Alex Polka will take over for him. And it looks like Cole Bombalis is going to go to his bullpen. So that'll end it for Mike Williams after the RBI single. Still bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So it'll be Anthony Lee taking over for Mike Williams on the mound. He'll face Scout Knotts after the RBI single gave the Road Warrior Black Sox a 5-4 lead from Carson McCurdy. And that pitch is a ball. He'll have Alex Polka take over his duties at first base. Running-wise, I mean. The 1-0 pitch. Polka goes. That pitch inside ruled a ball. The throw to second base is going to bounce off of the runner. Thankfully, Ortega, the shortstop, they're backing it up. It's 2-0. That 2-0 pitch taken for a called strike. And it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch hit Scout Knotts. It looked like it caught his helmet. And that'll be a hit by pitch, and that'll put runners on first and second with 2 outs. Fortunately, he's okay. So 2 outs, runners on first and second. Jorge Carrero walking to the plate, and it looks like Colbon Bayless is going to walk out to talk with his pitcher already. 4 pitches in. It looks like he's already going to take him out. So after facing 1 batter, he's taking out Anthony Lee, and he's going to bring in Luke Jackson. So we'll take another break as Jackson takes his time to warm up. So Luke Jackson taking over for Anthony Lee, still with 2 outs. Now 2 runners on. That'll bring up the extra hitter, Jorge Carrero. Carrero 1 for 1, has a walk and a single and an RBI. That first pitch is taken just low for ball 1. Polka's short lead at second. The 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1. Anthony Beckman staying loose in the Road Warrior bullpen. Still 5-4. Road Warrior Black Sox take the lead back after the RBI single from McCurdy. That pitch, a good off-speed, just misses the inner half. Good pitch. But ruled the ball, and it's 2-1. The 2-1. Misses low and outside, 3-1. The 3-1 to Carrero. Good off speed again, taken this time for a called strike, and the count's full. 2 outs. Both runners will be on the move. Payoff pitch from Jackson. He's going to pick off Polka, who took off a little early. The throw to second is still no call in the field, but I guess they're going to call him out. Polka just decided to leave a little too early on the 3-2 count, and he gets picked off to end the inning. But the Road Warrior Black Sox get one run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. They take the lead moving into the top half of the 6th. It's 5-4. So D'Anthony Beckman back out for a 3rd inning of work out of the pen. With his team now leading 5-4, he'll face the leadoff hitter Hunter Bogue. Bogue 2 for 2 with 2 singles. So he takes that pitch for a ball. Bogue squares around and pulls back. 2-0. Squares around again. He'll pull back, but that pitch is called a strike, and it's 2-1. That 2-1 pitch misses high. 3-1. The 3-1 taken on the inner half, just missed, and it's called for ball 4. Really good pitch from Beckman. Pardon the sound. We got some landscaping going on behind us. And Carson McCurdy is going to go to the mound to talk to his pitcher. Quick little chit-chat. Give his bullpen chance to move around. It looks like Ryan Skillman will head down there. So nobody out. Bogue at first after the leadoff walk. And in steps the left fielder, E.J. Lewis. Lewis 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. He also has a stolen base and a run scored as he takes that pitch for a called strike. Lewis, a lot of speed. That 0-1 pitch misses well out of the zone for a ball, 1-1. They've been hoping for a ground ball of some sort, but if they get it, they'll have to turn it quick. Quick check of Bogue at first base. He's back in plenty of time. That pitch, big swing and a miss from Lewis. And it's 1-2. McCurdy repositioning his left fielder. Bringing him in. St. Louis calls time at the plate. Still 1-2. Nobody out. Wadi Almonte waiting on deck. Another throw over. Bogue back in plenty of time. The 1-2. Good slider taken for called strike 3. And there's out number 1. A big first out. So with 1 out, Bogue still at first base. That'll turn the lineup over back to Wadi Almonte. Almonte has walked, grounded into a double play, and also has a 2 RBI double and 2 runs scored. To his credit, he also has 2 stolen bases. So a really good day for him offensively. First pitch to him is taken for a called strike. Bogue probably not going to steal. Another throw over. He's back in time. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. A big hack from Almonte. And it's 0-2. One out. Bogue still at first. Extending his lead a little bit. Long hold from Beckman. The 0-2. Swung on and just fouled to the third base dugout. He'll stay alive. Good job to spoil that pitch. It's also another good slider from Beckman. Almonte just able to get a piece. Another throw over to first. Almonte looking to stay alive. The 0-2 misses high for a ball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 just behind Almonte is going to get to the wall, and that's going to allow Bogue to reach second on the wild pitch. So that'll put a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. So 2-2 on Almonte. Check of the runner at second. The pitch from Beckman. Road Warrior dugout arguing that he leaned into it. So it's not going to be ruled a hit by pitch. He definitely leaned in. So that'll be ruled a dead ball, no hit by pitch, as he definitely leaned in. The 2-2 again. It swung on and fouled back. And it's still 2-2. Almonte is going to call time at the plate. Two again. Swung on and hit softly in the short center field. Second baseman LeGarry Stewart will make the catch. And there's out number 2. So good fortune there for the Road Warrior Black Sox. Hoping to strand Bogue at second base. That'll bring up the shortstop, Ortega. Ortega 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Hoping to keep the inning alive, possibly bring Bogue in to score as that pitch swung on and hit high into right center field. Birdo's going to camp under it, and he'll make the catch. And there's out number 3. So good job from Beckman. Get himself out of danger. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the 6th. Road Warrior Black Sox still have the 5-4 lead. Bottom half of the 6th. Luke Jackson back on the mound for the Killer Bees. Jorge Carrero will lead off. He was stranded at the plate after Polka was picked off at second base to end the bottom of the 5th. Road Warrior Black Sox still on top 5-4, hoping to add some insurance going into the top of the 7th in our 7-inning contest. That pitch swung on, hit high into shallow center. Looks like Almonte is going to camp under it. Muster's going to call him off in the right center gap. And there's out number 1. So a quick first out. And that'll bring up third baseman Josh Burns, 0 for 2. He takes that first pitch on the outer half, ruled a strike. The 0-1. Swung on, hit hard down the left field line. Is it going to stay fair? It will not. Just missed. Ruled a foul ball. And it's 0-2. So 0-2 the count. On Josh Burns after hard to tell from this angle if that ball did land fair or foul, but the umpire rules it foul. The 0-2 from Jackson. Swung on, hit high, and foul out of play on the right side this time. And he stays alive, 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch again from Jackson. Swung on and fouled out of play again. Jackson sets and delivers. Burns is going to call time just in time before the pitch was delivered. So that'll be a no pitch. Look, Jackson probably thankful. The 0-2 again. Taken low and inside for a ball. And it's 1-2. So 1-2, 1 out, nobody on. Burns having himself a good at bat so far. That pitch swung on, hit high into right center field. Almonte drifting over. He will make the catch in the right center gap, and there's out number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up second baseman, the Gary Stewart. He has walked and struck out in his 2 plate appearances so far today. First pitch to him misses up for ball 1. Stewart hoping to keep this inning alive as we'll move into the top of the 7th. Our last inning of our contest, and they have the lead. That pitch swung on and chopped right near the mound. Luke Jackson's going to let it roll foul. Smart move. And it's 1-1. Really good move by Jackson off the mound. Got to it in enough time, but there was no way he was going to be able to fire or pick it up and fire to first to get the Gary Stewart. Nice little breather. 1-1. The pitch from Jackson bounces all the way back to the screen. And it's 2-1. Jackson kicks and delivers. The 2-1 pitch swung on, hit high into foul territory right behind home plate. Reyes is going to settle under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll move into the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Killer Bees as they trail this one 5-4. All right, here we go. Top half of the 7th. New pitcher for the Road Warrior Black Sox. It'll be Braden Quisenberry taking over for DeAnthony Beckman. And he will face the first baseman, Christian Harrington, 0-for-3. First pitch to him just misses outside for a ball. Road Warrior Black Sox hoping to close this one out and take another victory to add to their list. The 1-0. Check swing, chop back to the mound. Quisenberry will pick it up, toss it on to first, and there's out number 1. (11-19). So with 1 out, nobody on. That'll bring up right fielder Will Musser. The 1-0. Gonna miss outside. And it's 2-0. Will Musser 1-for-3, or 1-for-2, excuse me, as that pitch is lofted into right field. And it's going to be caught, but knocked down by LeGarry Stewart. Nice leaping effort, unable to hold on. Tough play for LeGarry Stewart on the jump. And it looks like we'll get a pinch runner as well for Will Musser. It'll be Jacob Dezel running. So Dezel on first with 1 out. Quisenberry will now face the now pitcher, Luke Jackson. Long hold for Quisenberry. He drops that arm angle and fires ball 1. Quisenberry disengages, checks on his runner. Dezel, decent speed. He represents the tying run. He'll go. The pitch to Luke Jackson bounces for a ball, and he gets caught up. But he'll continue on to second base. And that'll be a stolen base. And that puts a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. So 2-0 on Jackson. Dezel dancing around a little bit at second base. The 2-0. Swung on and fouled straight back. 2-1. Quisenberry comes set. Couple looks at Dezel. The 2-1. Check swing, rule the ball. Good pitch, just misses the outer half. 3-1 now. The 3-1. Swung on, hit high, but foul out of play. And the count's full. No doubt that if Jackson gets on base, we'll probably see a pinch runner for him as well. Catcher Brian Reyes on deck. Quisenberry, a couple looks at the payoff pitch. Drops that arm angle, and that's ball 4. Looks like Louis Martinez got a little banged up on that pitch, and that'll put runners on first and second with only one out. Looks like McCurdy's going to call it a mound visit just to keep Quisenberry calm. No pitch runner for Jackson like I predicted, as Jackson is the winning run. So one out. Dezel taking over base running duties for Will Musser after his single. He's at second base. Luke Jackson at first after his walk. And let's see what's going on here. The umpire out there to talk with him. Looks like he's telling him to hurry it up, and we're ready to go. That'll bring up catcher Brian Reyes, excuse me. Reyes, an aggressive swinger, hoping to get one in the air. Quisenberry and the Black Sox hoping for a ground ball. Long look at second. First pitch to him. Taken for a called strike. And there's Charlie making an appearance. Quisenberry really taking his time between pitches. Dezel moving his feet at second. The 0-1. Misses low for a ball. 1-1. Quisenberry gets his sign. Holds the runner. The 1-1. Misses low again. 2-1. Quisenberry, a long hold. The 2-1. Taken just low and inside. 3-1 now. Third baseman Guyton waiting on deck. Quisenberry hoping to battle back. Long hold. The 3-1. Swung on and grounded foul down the third base side, and the count's going to be full. Payoff pitch. It's going to hit him right in the back, and that's going to load the bases. So bases are now loaded with only one out. And that'll bring up Justin Guyton. Guyton 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. As that pitch just misses the outer half. Dugout disagrees, but it's 1-0. Quisenberry now from the full windup. The 1-0 taken for a called strike. It's 1-1. Quisenberry really hoping for a ground ball. Guyton decent speed down the line, so it'd be a tough turn. That pitch taken on the outer half, called strike 2. McCurdy shifting his outfield again. The 1-2. Swung on and hit on a soft line into center field. Pinzetta's going to make the catch. The throw to the plate is going to be cut off, and this game is tied on a sac fly by Guyton. It's 5-5.
He's going to help you tremendously. The problem is, we need to go to the gym.
So 5-5 here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. And that'll bring up second baseman Hunter Bogue. He misses that pitch on the inner half. 1-0. One 0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. It's 1-1. So brand new ball game. 5-5 in the top of the 7th. Killer Bees held the lead for most of this game. And now we're hoping to get it back as that's grounded softly to the third base side. Bird's going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to hurry. The throw to first is in time. So nice job getting the ground out. Now the Road Warrior Black Sox have to try to walk this one off. We'll move into the bottom half of the 7th. We're all tied at 5. Bottom of the 7th, we're all tied at 5. Catcher Louis Martinez will be leading off. Luke Jackson out for another inning of work. And it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter for the left fielder Dino Tharp as Aaron Hurd stands on deck. Martinez takes that pitch for a called strike. The 0-1. Swung on, hit high into center field. Almonte drifting into the right center field gap. And he'll make the catch, and there's out number 1. So as I said, Aaron Hurd taking over for Dino Tharp. One out, nobody on. Trying to get us back to the top of the lineup for the Road Warrior Black Sox. First pitch to Hurd. Swung on, hit high and deep, but in foul territory down the left field side. Guyton giving it a look into the bullpen. He will not make the catch. It's 0-1. Hurd swinging really aggressive. That's what he's known for. That was a long chase for that foul ball. Bradley Roberto waiting on deck. The 0-1 to Hurd. Bounces for a ball. 1-1. That pitch bounces as well. It's now 2-1. Luke Jackson kicks, delivers. The 2-1 pitch swung on, hit hard, but foul again down the third base side. It's 2-2. So 2-2 on Hurd, 1 out. Jackson will disengage and get back on the rubber. The 2-2. Swung on, hit high, but drifting into foul territory. Harrington will make the catch down the line, and there's out number 2. So that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Bradley Roberto. Roberto 1 for 2. 2 runs scored, has a walk and a double. And a couple stolen bases. First pitch to him, swung on, hit high into right field. Dezel's going to settle underneath it to near the line, and he'll make the catch, and there's out number 3. So we'll play extras here in Washington Wild Things Ballpark as we move into the top of the 8th. We're still tied 5-5. So we're ready to go, top half of the 8th. And it looks like we're going to try our extra inning rule. Put a runner on second base. Let's see. So we will be using our extra inning rule, and they'll put Hunter Bogue at second base since he was the last out in that inning. And Quisenberry will face E.J. Lewis to lead off. First pitch, he squares around but pulls back, and it's ball one. So top of the eighth, still tied at 5. Quisenberry back on the mound. Long looks at Bogue. The 1-0 pitch, he squares again and pulls back, and that pitch is ruled a ball. It's 2-0. That means for the Road Warrior Black Sox, Bradley Roberto will take over as the extra inning runner at second base. So 2-0 on Lewis. Long looks from Quisenberry. The pitch, he squares again, pulls back, and it's ball 3. Lewis awaits the 3-0 pitch. He's taken all the way, and that's ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second, nobody out. Does set up the double play opportunity. And now it turns back to the top of the lineup for Wadi Almonte. Almonte 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs as he squares around a bunt well early. First pitch, he pulls back, and it's a ball. So 1-0, he squares early again, pulls back and takes a called strike, and it's 1-1. We'll see if on a 1-1 count he's still going to try to give himself up. He's going to square again. He's going to bunt it, but it's going to roll foul, so it's 1-2. Ortega waiting on deck. This will be a big out for the Road Warrior Black Sox. Long looks to second. 1-2. Drop the arm angle and misses outside. It's 2-2. Long hold for Quisenberry. The 2-2. Taken outside, and it's ball 3. So the count's full. Quisenberry comes set. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Long hold. The 3-2 again. Swung on and hit into left center field, chasing back Berto and Pinzetta. Berto will make the catch in the gap. Bogue will fake a tag and retreat back to second. There's out number 1. So with 1 out, runner still at first and second. That'll bring up the shortstop, Ortega. Ortega 2 for 4 with 2 singles. First pitch to him, taken low for a ball. So 1-0, swung on and lined into right field. That's going to be caught by Hurd. And he's going to throw it to second base, and they'll double him off. And so the Road Warrior Black Sox escape a jam on a really nice play by Aaron Hurd in right field. And they'll double off Bogue at second base, and that'll end the top half of the 8th. We'll move into the bottom half of the 8th. Road Warrior Black Sox will place Roberto at second base. And we're still tied at 5. So Luke Jackson will stay on the mound for another inning of work. He's pitched 2 1/3 so far today, and the Road Warrior Black Sox look to walk this off. They have a runner on second for our extra inning rule to be Bradley Roberto, and Nick Penzetta will step up to the plate. Penzetta's been hit by a pitch, walked, scored, and has a sacrifice bunt to his credit, so no official at-bats for him as he takes ball 1. Jackson comes set. Roberto takes his lead. Penzetta squares again. He'll pull back, and that pitch misses low. Ball 2. Road Warrior Blackhawks already have 2 walk-off victories this year, hoping for a third. Roberto is lead at first. He squares again, pulls back again, and it's 3-0. It's almost exactly the same of what happened in the top half of the inning for the Killer Bees. Tyler Reese waits on deck. The 3-0, he squares again, and he'll pull back and take a called strike, 3-1. So Luke Jackson steps off, uses one of his 2 disengagements for this at-bat. Roberto takes his lead. The 3-1. He squares again and pulls back, and that pitch is going to be called a strike, and now the count's full. Penzetta thought it was ball 4. He tossed his bat away. The payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. Jackson gets his sign. The 3-2 again. Swung on, hit high into foul territory. It's going to drift out of play. And he'll stay alive, still 3-2. The 3-2 pitch again. Swung on and missed. So a swinging strikeout for out number 1. And that'll bring up shortstop Tyler Reese. McCurdy yelling to his dugout, alerting Dylan Perry to move around. Tyler Reese 0 for 2 has a sac fly and an RBI. Berto takes his lead, and that pitch misses for a ball. The 1-0. Taken outside again, 2-0. This wind is about to take my 10 away with it. The 2-0, Berto on the move. Pitch is swung on, grounded back to the pitcher. Luke Jackson will pick it up, fire to first. So Berto does move to third base on the ground ball, but there are 2 outs. And that'll bring up Alex Polka, who pinch ran for Carson McCurdy and will now hit in his spot. First pitch to him. High curveball that doesn't catch the zone. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch just misses, nicking him on the inner half of the plate. 2-0. This wind is just ridiculous. The 2-0. Taken for a ball. 3-0. The 3-0 to Polka. Taken low, ball 4. So a 2-out walk will put runners on the corners. So with 2 outs, runners on the corners, that'll bring up Scout Knotts. Knotts 2 for 2 has a triple and a double and was also hit by a pitch. He also scored twice. First pitch to him. Taken for a called strike. Big opportunity for him. Jackson comes set. The 0-1. Taken on the inner half, just missed, and it's a ball. 1-1. That 1-1 pitch swung on, hit hard, and it's going to be foul down the left field line. Big swing there from Knotts, and it's 1-2. So 1-2. Polkas takes off early. And he's going to get himself caught up between first and second. Berto waiting for the play. Bogue is going to have it. And he's going to run around him. So he's going to stay in the rundown. Berto's going to head for home. The throw to the plate is in time. They got him. Really nice play. Executed it well by the Killer Bees. And so we have our second set of extra inning rules we're going to have to explain. So the same thing that happened between the Road Warrior Black Sox and the Wolfpack a few days ago will have to happen again. Our second set of extra inning rules will be our sudden death rule. Road Warrior Black Sox will hit, and if they score, they get the victory. If they don't score, the victory will go to the Killer Bees. So Scout Knots will hit again, this time with no runners on base in our sudden death rules. Let's start over with a new count. That pitch taken for a ball. That pitch swung on, hit hard down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Scout Knots is going to stop at second. He's got a ground rule double. So a good start to the sudden death inning. And that'll bring up Jorge Carrero. So almost as if, just like last inning, we have a runner starting at second, nobody out. That pitch misses high for a ball. Scout Knots a short lead at second. The 1-0 misses high and in for a ball. It's 2-0. A 2-0 pitch, a big swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Carrero getting set. The 2-1 misses low and outside for a ball. 3-1. Josh Burns waiting on deck. Scout Knots in at second with his second double of the day. That pitch bounces for ball 4, so runners first and second, nobody out. And that'll bring up third baseman Josh Burns. Let us know what you think of our extra inning rules in the comment section. You think it keeps the game interesting and it gets us more baseball. Saves our pitching too. First pitch to Burns. He's going to square and bunt it right to the pitcher. Luke Jackson is going to pick it up. And the ball gets kicked away. And that's going to allow the winning run to score, and this ball game is over. So Bo crossed in front of the bag. Josh Burns ran through him. And that's going to end the game. So that's a victory for the Road Warrior Black Sox. They walked this one off on a bunt and an error. And that'll do it for our first game of the afternoon. It's a little fireworks at the end. But we'll get set for our game 2. It'll be Road Warrior Black Sox against the Brilliant Sox. Well, hopefully you'll stick around and join us for that second stream, as that'll get started shortly.